Hello, friend. I'm Duyilemi Akindele Felix, and I want to introduce you to my new book titled Wake Up Your Destiny. Wake Up Your Destiny is my new book, and it's been blessing lives everywhere. In this book, I talked about everything you need to know about destiny, how to find out your destiny, how to maximize your destiny, how to live a meaningful life. This book is a textbook on the concept of destiny. This book will open your eyes to the simple concept of destiny. In this book, you will learn, you'll be motivated and inspired to pursue your destiny on earth. In chapter 1 of this book, I talked about your destiny is calling. And I also talked about 4 levels of destiny awareness. In chapter 1, I make you realize that you were born to fulfill a purpose on earth. You were born to fulfill a destiny, that you were not created for nothing. God had a purpose in mind while creating you. And in chapter 2, I talked about clues to your destiny. How do you discover your destiny? What are the clues to your destiny? That is what chapter 2 of this book is all about. In chapter 3 of this book, I talked about seasons of destiny fulfillment, and I mentioned 12 seasons of destiny fulfillment, because destinies are in phases, men are in sizes. In chapter 4 of this book, I talked about living full and dying fulfilled, and I mentioned 7 great choices you need to make in order to live a tremendous life. In chapter 5 of this book, I asked a question. Do you know the question? The question is, can you write a book in 1 hour? Can you write a book in 1 hour? Then in chapter 5 of this book, my intention in the chapter 5 of this is to make you an author of a book. The title of that book is Your Life. In chapter 6 of this book, I talked about why destiny dies. Why is it that so many people never fulfill their destiny? I answered the questions in chapter 6 of this book. In chapter 7 of this book, I raised an important issue. Is your dream job your destiny job? You see, many people talked about their dream job, but what they fail to ask is my dream job my destiny job? In chapter 8 of this book, I talked about why your destiny is important to God, and I mentioned 5 reasons why your destiny is important to God. In chapter 9 of this book, I talked about how to fulfill your destiny, and I mentioned 7 great ways to actually translate your destiny to a reality. Chapter 10 of this book is a challenge. I issue out a challenge that you must step into your greatness. You must embrace your destiny. Then in chapter 11 of this book, something very touching anyway. I wrote on the day I cried. What happened on the day I cried? Why did I cry? You need to find it out in this book. This book is available on Amazon. You can order the hard copy of this book. You can also read the digital copy. I can assure you that your life will never remain the same way again after reading this book. My name is Duyilemi Akindele Felix, and I'm glad to introduce my new book to you, Wake Up Your Destiny, Embracing Your Personal Greatness. God bless.